As it was explained to me, Arthur was not the first of his kind. Many, over the course of centuries, had been chosen by Merlin to wield the power of a god, and many of the worthy had often desired the same thing: conquest. Whether a result of something in his character or merely the advancing of technology, Arthur's dreams of kingship were realized far greater than any before him. The British Empire was the work of his divine hand guiding the course of history, ensuring this nation's prosperity. When his time on this earth came to an end, he stabbed his sword into that shard of Olympus Merlin had presented him, and declared that his successor would be the man who would claim his sword. It was hidden away on our fair isle for centuries, and even now, none are certain how it ended up on a ship to the New World, or where the Americans hid it away once it got there. Casey, you are in an interrogation room.
I will not... Where are my parents? Where's my lawyer? Their lawyer? I don't think I have a lawyer. Where are my parents? I am a minor.
Across from you is Detective Oates, who says, well, now, Casey, your family is just out in the waiting room. They're maybe 50 feet away from us right now.
Okay,
it's all right.
I would like them to be present.
Now, Casey, I understand that you are, understandably a little, rattled right now. Is that fair to say?
I got woken up and arrested for murder? Yes, I am very rattled.
Well, I understand that completely, but what I want you to understand is that there's a lot of different ways things can go from this point, and if you are cooperative with us, they can go a lot more easily.
She starts staring at the door, kind of disassociating.
Casey? Miss Cardenas?
I want my parents.
Alright, well, then I will go get your parents. I think Officer Adams is sort of manning the door off to the side, and the detective just sort of nods to him as he leaves the room. The cop kind of like smirks at you when you're alone in the room together.
She ignores him.
He kind of just keeps like mugging at you basically, and sort of takes a meandering step or two in your direction, and then sort of points towards the door that the detective left out of. And he just says, Detective Oates didn't grow up around here. He's from Louisville, so he's a little out of the loop on some things, if you get my meaning, Casey.
What evidence do you even have on me to, like, arrest me?
I think how he answers that. I think he just says, well, you're the only one that we know was in the area at the time. No other suspects have come forward, and you fit the profile.
I fit the profile? Also, no other suspects are gonna come forward because whoever did this didn't want to admit it.
Bad choice of words on my part. I'd not expecting anyone to admit it, Casey. What's the K stand for, by the way?
Just Casey.
It's gotta stand for something.
Nice to meet you with a K.
Then what's the C stand for?
Can we get over this and talk about why you're arresting a teenage girl for murder?
Alright, well, Casey, listen. I've been a cop in this town for long enough to know that, around when kids start developing in a certain way around here, there's usually a whole lot of death in the wake of that.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean it was me.
I think he leans down and like puts a hand on the table and sort of leans over and says, "Was it you?"
No! If it was me, I wouldn't have stuck around in town. That's weird. Also, how would I...
Do you know who did do it?
No. I wish I did. I will tell you.
I'm trying to remember, Casey, you do know who did it, right?
Yeah, but I'm not throwing her on the...
Yeah.
Well, actually, I might not know. I can't remember if we said that during the midnight.
I'm pretty sure Maurice shared his
Yeah.
strong belief that,
Yeah.
Then in that case, when you say no, there's a glass of water on the table that was offered to you when you came in here, and suddenly it starts rippling, and there's a loud splash and breaking glass as a rabid, pit bull lunges out of it and clamps down on your shoulder, and Officer Adams says, that's a lie, you do know who did it.
Why aren't you getting a heart attack right now?
Why would I get a heart attack?
A pit bull is biting me that came out of a glass of water.
I think he puts his hands up his... I don't know anything about that. I just know it happens to appear when people tell me lies.
Okay. Very fun. The pit bull... I'm going to try to make the pit bull evaporate, because water and heat, baby.
Okay. Give me a scrap.
Cool. I totally forgot to have my thing up. I believe I have 3 pow.
That sounds right, yes. In that case, you have the Tower, the Magician, and I've got to shuffle the discard. Mm-hmm. And I should also pull up your character sheets, because I don't remember what the clock's at. I know we changed it so the
clock is at 9.
Oh, the clock is at 9.
Clock is at 8. XP
Clock's
is at
8.
9.
Okay, so you do get a third card.
Okay.
But the clock does advance to 9 with me shuffling the deck. I'm still giving you the third card and making a mental note to put a note in on how to handle that edge case.
Gotta figure out stack priority.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Molly will definitely be able to help with that.
There's this thing called layers. No.
Right. Okay, so you've got the Tower, the Magician, and the Moon. 2 negatives and a positive.
The positive, please.
Okay, the Magician, you achieve the impossible. In which case, the dog lunged at you, but you punch it with, let me tell you that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking more like it did bit me, and then it evaporates. So he can't say, I did anything to it. It just evaporated on its own.
Yeah. All right, I like that just fine. It bites you and then, evaporates. I don't think it actually hurt you bad enough to advance your damage track on this one, but, you have some, nicks and scratches and, a little bit of torn cloth on your shoulder. And he goes, well, now that's weird. Haven't seen that before.
I don't know.
It's narrows his eyes at you, because he knows full well, but, he can't acknowledge that he knows.
Listen, a dog out of water attacked me and then evaporated. All of this seems weird enough. Who knows what's happening? But,
point being, Casey, that I now know for a fact that you know who did this.
But you also know it wasn't me.
Well, I suppose I do know that, but, just you and me alone in here right now.
So you're gonna let an innocent person go to jail even though you know she's innocent?
No, well, that's not what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let an innocent person walk out of here free just after she tells me what she knows about this murder.
I don't know for sure. After y'all left, I may have investigated to try to clear my name.
Mm-hmm. And what did you find?
That whoever did this, let's say it was Miss McHale's own medicine? If you get my meaning?
You trying to tell me she committed suicide?
No. Let's pretend there was a gun she used to have all the time around her. What if someone else grabbed that gun and shot her with it?
That would make sense. But what I wanted to know is, who shot her?
I don't know for sure. This is just a suspicion.
Okay, well, who do you suspect?
I don't think I'm gonna tell you I don't know. I'm in a bad position here. If I tell you and you just, what? How do I know you will let me go? Walk out of here. Talk to how do I know your partner won't just not let me leave?
Oh, we can have a conversation about that. Listen, you'll be free to go if you give me some good information to work on here. I have no interest in arresting an innocent person, but right now you're the only suspect in this case. So, case against you might be flimsy, but it's better than no case at all.
She's just quiet, like...
Now, you might be right that there's not enough here to actually get you thrown in prison, but you have any idea how long it's going to take to determine that if we take this to court? Do you really want to miss graduation because you're stuck in jail while this drags out? All you gotta do is tell me what you know.
I don't think I'm going to be stuck in here too long from now.
Now, what do you mean by that?
My parents, they have money. They have lawyers. I probably won't spend the night. I'm not saying I won't still be accused, but I could see them maybe calling in some favors, squeezing the right wheels, and, I'll make it to prom and then I'll come back to see you all try to convince the jury of my peers of a thing I didn't do.
Casey, do you know what a jury of your peers really doesn't like? Kid with a smart mouth.
Well, darn. And here I thought my charming personality would win everyone over. I didn't do it. I'm not gonna tell you who did it. That's just... I will tell you that I have suspicions. I'm pretty sure that it was self-defense.
If you're not going to tell me who did it, then that narrows the pool for me a little bit. It means you think it was one of your friends.
Oh, no, it wasn't one of my friends.
Just to double check here, because it's important...
I do not consider her my friend.
Yes, that was what I was going to ask.
That was easy as hell.
Yeah. Okay. That's valid, I just wanted to be sure. Well, if it's not one of your friends, then why won't you tell me about it?
I don't like snitching. It feels bad. And also, if this was self-defense, in, the special way that we know it could have worked, I don't think it's fair for someone to get arrested for defending themselves.
Casey, self-defense is a legal defense. It's something you bring up in court, not something you bring up when you're getting the handcuffs put on you.
Yeah, but you...
That's for that jury you brought up to decide whether it's justifiable self-defense.
It's not a legal defense if, the methods are not things we can discuss openly. I'm giving you so much information. Just find someone who can, going back to my previous statement, can use someone's own gun against them.
I think at that moment the door opens and the detective comes back with your parents, who I think immediately rush to, hug you.
Yeah, she hugs them. Papa, Mama, I
think the detective just says, now, I understand that this is stressful for everybody here, but we do need to get through some questions I have.
Sure, as long as my parents are here.
Of course, yeah. As we've established, that is your right. The cop is sort of standing behind the detective, just kind of like staring at you. And from there, we're going to cut to everyone else, who I think figure out pretty quickly that Casey has not shown up to school.
I wonder how Jordan is doing. Poor anxiety boy.
Okay. Does anyone know what's going on? Sorry, go ahead.
So here's the question. Because I feel like we would discover this. We've established that the morning routine is that Bob goes to pick everybody up and starts at Casey's place.
Mm-hmm. So I think, Bob, you got there and there was nobody home.
Okay. All right. So I think Bob is going to pick up... do we remember the rest of the order? Like, do they go to Haley's or Maurice's next?
It's Maurice, because Maurice is close.
Yes.
It's close by Casey, and then Haley's is the farthest away.
Okay. All right. So Bob's going to head over to Maurice's and pick him up. Hey, Maurice.
Hey, Bob.
Listen, try not to panic. We probably don't want to get too deep into this until we got Haley, but no one was at Casey's house this morning.
You think it's the cops?
It could be. It could also be that Jordan kid.
Yeah. Let's get Haley.
Yeah. And then, they're gonna drive on over to Haley's.
Wait, what do you mean everyone, like, her and her parents, they're all just gone?
No one was home. I knocked on the door, I honked the horn on my van, like nothing. No one was home.
Weird. Okay.
Car was probably also gone.
What?
I said their car was probably also gone.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, true. Yeah, they're... What kind of car do they drive?
Oh, it's an imported VW Bug.
Nice. As opposed to the
like
domestic
a fancy
VW Bugs.
Bug. Yeah.
Yeah, the bug was gone too.
And you didn't notice anything else strange on the outside of the house? Like no damage, nothing like that?
No, nothing. I mean, listen, we know how to get in there if we need to. We could go back and investigate.
Yeah. I'm thinking
It's
it probably
that open
wasn't...
court case we've been avoiding.
It probably wasn't an enemy, though. If that was the case, we would see signs of the struggle, or I don't see why they'd go after the entire family, and also the car would be gone.
If it was the officers that were looking for the Miss McHale thing, the parents probably went with her.
That's true. Should we stop by the police?
I mean...
No, that might be...
Yeah, that's the thing. We should, but also that would be really suspicious, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and they don't like us anyway? I'm pretty sure they don't like us anyway.
Okay. You know what? We already know a way to investigate things when we can't physically go there. I'm gonna pull over.
Okay.
And I
don't know if it's a question of investigating. It's a question of... We know who did it, you
Can
know?
I deal in?
Well...
Yeah.
So we're right now, the pressing question is just what happened to Casey. Like,
Right.
we should at least confirm that, like, we the players know it's the cops. The characters don't know for sure it's the cops.
Yeah.
So
No, totally. Haley, if you want to deal in real quick, let's say the navigator, the virtuoso, or let's go with beast.
Okay. You know what? Let's do Beast again.
Okay.
Hey,
Snake or horse or something else.
Snake.
Okay.
Same power. She can like squish her, flatten her body to fit into like various tight places.
Bob finishes pulling over, looks over at the passenger seat and sees a snake there and just goes, "Well, okay, we're just not going to school today."
Sorry.
Snake day.
It's just a snake day. I mean, listen, every just got to call the nurse and be like, "Hey, I'm a snake today." It happens.
I got stressed out and my Eidolon activated, and I'm a snake now.
It happens. It happens to the best of us, really. But yeah, okay. Bob would like to dredge.
Okay. 2 biz, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's reasonable to say the other folks are actively helping you with this, so I'll give you 2 cards here. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. The Fool or Judgment, neutral or negative?
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, hold on. No. Because of how dredging works, the Fool is Haley's resident.
You know what?
Yeah, it's my resident.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. So let's go with the Fool.
The Fool. Okay, so you become who you needed to be in a positive way. I think who you're needed to be is somebody that knows where Casey
snake.
is.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're all becoming snakes.
Wait,
We're all
if
turning
Bob
into
is a
snakes.
snake and Haley's a snake, who's driving the car?
Then yes, I think, Bob, you can feel Casey at the police station.
Okay. So that's where she is. Well, again, I don't think it's safe for me or Maurice to get too close, but I mean, you are a snake.
Yeah, I could probably go through the vents, see if I can figure out what's going on.
Okay. All right. What should the plan be? Like, I feel like we need to wait for you to like signal to Maurice and I if like you need us to like move in.
Oh, yeah, how would I
trying to investigate? Are we trying to break her out?
I don't know.
I don't think
I guess
breaking her out would be a good idea. I mean, where would she go afterwards?
Yeah.
I guess we just need this to be a recon mission then.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable doing anything, like, to change the state of things unless it's an emergency. I mostly just want to know what we're dealing with here.
Okay. Hey,
just a quick poll, everyone.
Yeah.
We're not turning Natalie in. Are we turning Natalie in?
Maurice, I'm gonna be real with you. If I don't know what Casey's gonna do, but like, if my options are let her go to prison or snitch on Natalie, I'm snitching on Natalie.
Yeah,
Haley?
I'm gonna do my best to not have to make that choice, but I mean, it's KC. Maurice?
It is Casey, and I want her to be free. But
I mean, listen, ideally neither of them go to jail, but like...
I think if we go in there half-cocked and we don't think about that beforehand, that is going to wind up on their terms.
Well, you asked and I gave my answer.
Maurice crosses his arms. Like, yeah, all right, we can go do some recon, I suppose.
Okay, Luke, what is near the police station? Because I feel like Bob's going to try and find somewhere inconspicuous, near enough to park, like near enough that Haley can slither over there.
I think the police station is on a block on Main Street that is, like the courthouse is here. There's like a library on like the opposite end of the block. It's mostly actually a big grass yard though, but you could easily park like, a little bit down the street or something.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you pull off on the side of the road. Actually, like, you're not that far from the toy shop. You're maybe like a block or two away from it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you open up the van to let Haley out to slither down the road towards the police station.
If I'm not back within an hour, just assume that something has happened that's preventing me from doing that.
Okay, just be careful.
Be careful.
I'll do my best. Haley is going to slither over to the police station and, like, look for a, is there a storm drain? Or not a storm drain, but like a gutter.
Yeah, I think you can sort of slither up a gutter, and from there get to the roof and find a vent to get into. You're a snake, and you're a snake specifically good at squeezing into stuff. I'm not gonna tell you no.
Alright. I'm gonna go down to the vent and, like, see if I can find... I'd like to investigate specifically to try and locate Casey's voice.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it's worth having you draw to investigate on that. I think as you explore the vents, you can... you're a snake, you don't have, like, super hearing, like, some animals might. But I think you're not really encumbered in your efforts to explore here, so I think given the time, you can eventually find a vent overlooking the interrogation room that Casey is in.
Okay, are there people still in there besides Casey?
Yeah, I think everybody is still in there. I think Casey's parents are there, and Casey's there, and I think the detective across the table is, like, trying to get them to, open up and speak before their lawyer shows up, but nothing doing so far. He's just kind of going on and like, we just want this process to go easily and quickly, and it'll be better for everybody if we can just get things on the road here. I mean, your lawyer's on the way, and we can certainly get them in the loop once they're here, and he's just getting stonewalled.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything I can do. Can't really signal to Casey without revealing myself to the cops. Kind of don't want them to be on the hunt for, like, pest control.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically the conversation is just, they're talking about getting lawyers involved.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Casey doesn't seem super worried, and she is giving looks to the other cop every now and again. When the main cop doesn't notice, she gives a look to the other cop.
Okay, yeah.
Like, we're wasting our time. Look.
Right.
We're wasting our time.
Okay, in that case, I guess I'll go ahead and go back to the van.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let Maurice and Bob know. Okay, so I did find Casey in there. She's with her parents. It does seem like she has been arrested. They're talking about getting lawyers involved. Casey doesn't seem too worried, though. She seemed pretty calm, considering. And she kept exchanging glances with, like, this other cop who was in the room. He wasn't really talking much, though.
Hold on. There's only so many other cops in town. What did he look like?
What did he look like?
Tall, medium build, kind of gray hair, even though he's kind of young to have gray hair.
Is he the cop that stopped Bob that
Yes.
time in episode 1? Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, he's the cop that gave you trouble.
Yeah. And I think it's safe to assume he has an Eidolon.
Probably.
No telling about the other guy, but that guy that Casey's given the look to definitely has an Eidolon. But I mean, if we're trying to avoid making a scene at the police station, like, I think at this point we just have to wait, because, like, you know, Casey's family's gonna get the lawyer, and, like, they can afford a rich people lawyer. I doubt she's gonna be in there long.
Yeah.
I don't know. Casey's playing it cool, but we also don't know if he maybe gave them more information. You know?
Wow, the lack of trust.
I mean, if she did, there's not really much that we can do about that, right? We just kind of have to trust her.
You're right.
All right, well...
Do you think it's the chess teacher?
I mean...
Why was Natalie in that place? In Miss McHale's?
That's a good question. I mean, maybe Natalie realized what, much like we did, that stealing someone's Eidolon like that could be detrimental to them, to the point where some people might even die, and she decided to do something about it.
We went into that looking for a non-violent solution, and she didn't bother. And I'm not sure which of us was right.
Yeah.
But the only reason she... I can't judge, I don't know her that well, but... The chess teacher, he's like her project. She's like his project or something. And I feel that's part of this. And maybe I'm just looking for an excuse.
You think he deliberately, like, sicked her on Ms. McHale?
Yeah, I think she's just a chess piece to him. And he was just also trying to go for the big prize. And I look at Haley and nod and
I mean, maybe, but also, I don't know, I guess that chess teacher is a bit different. He's not necessarily like a lot of the other adults here. They're trying to keep things under control. They're trying to suppress people from using their powers, but I guess he's on this weird, Nietzschean kick.
I think there might be something there, but I don't know if it's something that... He's been alive longer than us and been with the Eidolon shit. Who knows if he's knows that cop guy, you know?
Well, we can try and find out. That's kind of what we do, right?
Also, I guess it's what we do. Am I being selfish? The disco thing we did was really good, and the party and everything, and we pulled it all together, but it was all kind of my idea, and I feel like right now, this is my idea. I feel like both of you would be just as fine turning her in, And I don't...
That's not true. If it comes down to having to choose, then I'm gonna choose to save Casey, but
yeah.
At the same time, I don't want to turn in anyone if I don't have to. The party you set up, that was about us sticking together, right? Unity. Because
all right.
we're going to have our best interests at heart a lot more than the adults are. So if we can keep Natalie safe and Casey safe, that's the option I want to go with. I don't...
Something we're going to need to consider is if we're potentially dealing with, like, a sizable portion of the adult population of this town being, like, our enemy, that's gonna include the police.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it was scary enough when we were just talking about the teachers, but, like, it's really just anybody, huh?
Yeah, it could be anyone. Okay,
but let's take one thing at a time. Since we're just gonna be sitting here until we get news on Casey anyway, I feel like you know what? Fuck it. We're the Mystery Club. Let's follow a lead. Maurice, you had a feeling that maybe the chess teacher is involved in this somehow? Let's find out. And I would like to do another dredge.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I'll give you 2
See if I can find a connection between the chess teacher and this murder or the cop.
Sure. That gets you the Sun or the Wheel of Fortune.
The Wheel of Fortune is my resonant.
Alrighty. What does your resonant card do for the folks at home?
I don't know. The rules have changed a few times. What is the what's the virtuoso's resonant do right now?
It should be whatever's on the fucking spreadsheet.
Okay. Let's see. The world is your instrument, and it's time for your solo. For the remainder of the session, my Eidolon can move independently from me and even float in the air.
Okay.
All right, Bob can fly now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Bob can fly now?
Yeah. Just, shoes first, but yes.
They fly now?
Yeah, we got the joke, Luke.
Damn. They fly now.
Damn.
They fly now?
Luke.
They fly now?
I think we broke
I forget. I know this is a reference. I forget what it's.
Star Wars.
Okay.
And also, like, bad movies.
Okay.
But I repeat myself.
Please.
Anyway. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Bob, let's see here. It's time for your solo. I think what you understand about Mr. Cutter the chess teacher from what Maurice has told you and from what you've observed yourself, you've fought him. He did not directly tell Natalie to go kill the drama teacher. But he is very overbearing and very... That's what I'm looking for. He pushes people, and he pushes them to, in his mind, reach their proper potential. And you're right that he is much more invested in trying to make something happen here than just keep the peace, like a lot of people are. He has an honest belief that he can be the one to survive the hatching. His idea of how he's going to accomplish that, though, is not by being necessarily the strongest or by, defeating everyone else. It is by being a powerful leader. Somebody that can cultivate a following, and therefore anyone that follows him, their successes are really his successes, and he can build on that to be deemed the worthy one.
Okay. So he's been building a
Whether
weird...
that theory is right or not, who can say, but that is what he believes.
Alright, so he's making a weird Randian chess cult. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, therefore, if Natalie was buying into his shit, that is absolutely could have been something influencing her decision to take matters into her own hands with regard to Ms. McHale.
But does she buy into his shit?
I think she did at the time. I think losing to Maurice and hanging out with Maurice is potentially lessening the degree to which she buys into his shit.
Okay. Alright, well, Maurice, congratulations. You're, I guess she was doing it for him, kind of, but I don't know. You're fixing her? Question mark.
Oh gosh. I'm a positive influence. I've been told.
Do you think we should tell Natalie what's happening?
That was another big thing. I was like...
With KC?
With both Natalie and Jordan.
Yeah, the fact that, like, the police are accusing her.
And if we want to try some crazy shit, they have pretty strong powers, I presume?
Do you think they would already know? Like surely word will get out, right? But...
That's true.
Right, should we go talk to them?
Maurice genuinely is, like, distressed and doesn't know. He looks to Haley. Should we?
I'm going to say yes. Because if we're going to try and do this to get the optimal result where neither of them has to go to prison or get convicted or anything like that, then I think Natalie has to be included.
Hold on. There is a wrinkle to this, though, that just hit me. What if we go tell Natalie and, like, some self-preservation instincts kick in, and she just goes all no witnesses and kills KC, or maybe the cop, or both? Because we know that she can kill people just by saying that they're dead.
Yeah.
And if
she doesn't have any reason to care about Casey, does she?
Not really.
I want Maurice to do a sad dredge. He's gonna do a dredge around Natalie and say, "Is there some way that we can convince her to help us free KC?"
Okay, you got 2 biz. I'm giving you 1 card on this one.
Here we go.
Death, which is your dissonant.
Yeah, baby.
Clock goes up.
I'm in
Clock
safe
does
hands.
go up to 10. Uh-oh.
Should I push myself on this one?
I think you lose nothing by pushing here.
You lose nothing by pushing. Clock's going to 10 regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna push.
You can only get better.
Yeah, let's go.
The Empress. You create something.
Okay.
Then I think... I don't think it's that you are creating something, Maurice. I think it's that you have created something, which is, an emotional connection with Natalie. You're not, super close. You don't have a deep relationship, but, you're kind of dating, and she likes you. I think she likes you enough that she certainly is not going to do what Haley fears, which is immediately deciding to try to kill all of you to escape. That's not in the cards. Actively helping you, you don't know if you know her well enough to know that she'll do that, but you know that she won't actively sabotage you either.
I know Natalie won't get in the way. Getting her to help me take some convincing? I trust her on that at least.
Okay. If you believe that telling her at least won't backfire, then I trust you. Let's do this.
Okay. I do have one stipulation, though.
Yeah?
We go to Jordan first.
Fine by me.
Why Jordan?
Well, he's closer to Casey, for one. For 2, we don't actually know what his deal is?
Yeah. I didn't want to suggest it, but he could be covering for his sister.
Cousin.
Or cousin.
Okay. We'll go see Jordan first.
All right.
My poor boy, he's gonna die of anxiety.
Of course, the hole in that is that we gotta wait for the school day to end, basically.
Right, on account of Haley, a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could like hide in a backpack, but I wouldn't be able to participate in the conversation.
That's the thing is, I wasn't even thinking about Haley being a snake. I was just thinking like, yeah, they're gonna be busy in class. We gotta wait for the day to end.
I would be happy to take Haley in my backpack to chemistry class.
We're basically skipping school right now. It'd be weird for us to show up part way.
You've never shown up part way at school and just be like, no, I was here all the time. What?
No, I was too much of a dork for that.
Oh, I did all the time.
I never showed up late. I had a few where like, I don't need to be in that class. I can go I can go sit in my car and listen to music until a class I care about.
It's fair.
Let me think here. Casey, I'm trying to think of the best way to see how successful your family and your lawyer is at getting you out of here today. There's definitely strong reason for that. I'm trying to think of something to make you draw, but I'm not sure what. It's the first time in 3 years I've wished that we've had, like, a money stat. Like some RPGs have.
Well, whatever stat you use will now proactively be the money stat from now on.
If only we had a method for just, like, deciding a random outcome.
You fool. You absolute idiot. By listening to this podcast, you've allowed yourself to get within 10 feet of me, which means you're at full mercy of the power of my ad break. How's that? That's fun. That was a fun opening. Well, we can mix it up here. Anyway, welcome to the ad break. This is where we, the people that make this podcast you're listening to, Eidolon, Disco Ska, can talk to you about what y'all mean to us. And it means a lot that you'll listen to this podcast. We all pretty much work full-time jobs, and so, like, all of the effort that goes into editing and, like, finding time to record, which has really been difficult with, jobs changing this year, has been hard, but we've been finding time and scheduling time and doing all the fun stuff we do, and also scheduling so it still is fun. We don't want to, like, stress our people out with editing and all that stuff. It's so good when you support us, when you have that extra, throw some money towards us. It's good, but also mainly just like, let me go through all the ways I like that y'all support. I saw that in the Discord. By the way, we have a Discord. You can hop on. I don't know. There's probably on the thing somewhere. But we have a Discord, and people have been posting like fan fiction and fan art and all that cool stuff. And I just want to say, I feel like such a grandpa. Oh, you kids with your fan art and your fanfics. I love all that stuff, and the crew definitely loves it. We share it all around. That's great. If like any like creative endeavors you want to do that, go ahead. I love it all. And if you're doing that, feel free to share it on your socials and whatnot, as well as just share that you like the podcast and you like tell people that, because that's how we mostly get the word out. We're not really selling ads on other podcasts because apparently we're not good enough for some podcast with whatever. But no, I don't have any actual podcast beef. I can't even think of anyone podcast I would have a beef with these days. Yeah, if you could support us by getting the word out, letting people know. If you see us on your Spotify or your iTunes or those things where you can give a review, leave a 5-star review. Those make us pop up at the top of feeds, and like new people find us that way, and it does work. If you feel like I want to do a little bit more material, we also have various bonus content. We do a design podcast. The latest one just popped out like last week. It was about some odds and ends and about how they make this thing. You get that at the $3 level for just $1, $1 a month. $1 a month. You get these episodes a week early, so that means that I don't have it memorized like Luke always does, but you could be getting this episode if you're on the free feed last week. Whoa! But something like that. So it's a good way to get ahead of the game on the episodes, get them as soon as it's hot off the griddle. $3 tier, like I said, gets you the design podcast, which is great. Also, I believe it gets you some of the music for the past and whatnot. $5 level, $5 a month, just the price of a cup of coffee a month, just the price of an avocado toast. You can support us, and you get us access to our Patreon thank you feed, which I'll get to at the end of this ad break, which will be here shortly. I'm getting there. And the $10, you get all the weird bonus stuff we do. You get all of the stuff. We do I meant for you to pod my cast. We're back to watching Stone Ocean again. Thankfully, with summer business season clearing up, I have more time to record things, so I can do some of the bonus stuff a little bit more. And speaking of bonus stuff, shout outs to every... Oh my god, I'm the first one that gets to I get to reveal it. I get to reveal my master plan. if you donated to the thing last week where we did for the minisodes, we're having a brief hiatus after episode 25. We're gonna do mini episodes like we did for the for Eidolon, Spice, and Thieves, and all of that stuff. We're gonna do that again. The 3 ones we chose this week are, drumroll please, Blue Oyster Cult, Queen of Montreal. So we're going to be doing 3 4-episode mini campaigns to kind of close out the year. And, you know, those are always fun because you get to mix up the crews around and whatnot. I'm getting excited about playing with, you know, other people and getting to hear weird mixes of my friends, like how they bump against each other. Also, you're going to be having this, Queen is going to be little fantasy theme by Iris, and I know Iris loves that stuff, and I love the crew on that. Also, Crystal is going to be doing Oyster for Blue Oyster Cult. Always down for Crystal's bullshit, and I'm happy to be on a game with some of the people I never play with. And lastly, we will also be having Eidolon of Montreal, which, you know, Maxie did an excellent job with GMing the game over the mini season, and I really think this crew is going to be a lot of fun for Maxie's bullshit. So, like, I love one of the things about being on a podcast, like, has, you know, this bigger crew, is that I also get to listen to it. But I think I'm going a little bit long for the ad break. Sorry, y'all. I'll get you back to the disco fun in just a minute. But first... And now, time for patrons. Patrons, here we go. Big shout out to the patrons. Rose. Meridian. Help! I'm trapped inside this ad read! Trans Butch Joey. Nancy Blank. Keonai Cohen. Abby Rexy Stiltilla. Brian Melvin Stapleton. Fiona Finale, Trigger Harpy, Vivid Ripley Mufadaro, Robust Laser, Dexter Sinister, Becky Scott Fairley, Zach Weatherford, Max Palladium, Gray Aster, May Lover, Propagable, Pixel, AJ, Monica, Robin Long, Brutus, and Mage of Spade?
Luke, how about if I use the move Bad Reputation and we use it for, like, my family, kinda?
Remind me what Bad Reputation does.
When you meet someone who you might have heard of, when you meet someone who might have heard of you, draw a POW. If you play a neutral positive card, they'll know you're a serious threat and hesitate to confront you. Draw an additional card when threatening them. If you play a neutral card, they'll know about your Eidolon power and have a plan to fight against it. And this, we could... Yeah. The way I'm thinking would be like, oh, they know this lawyer. Like, this lawyer has power. Or, like, okay, they know, but they, you know.
This isn't going to be a latery lawyer. This is going to be a greater Kentucky, like, area lawyer, the highfalutin city lawyer.
Right. Yeah, I think that works. In that case, I've got 2 cards here for you. The Hermit or the Hanged Man. Neutral or negative.
The Hermit is my dissonant.
Oh, 2 negatives then. Are you pushing? Clock's at 10.
12 is the bad number, right?
Yeah. We technically have some wiggle room.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's push, baby.
Okay. The Emperor, you break something.
Well...
Clock is at 11 o'clock, huh? Oh boy. Let me think here. So yeah, the Emperor, you break
neutral,
something.
Right?
Yeah, neutral. How does this play out? I think the lawyer does get there, and the pressure here basically is, it is absolutely a weak case against you. And what looks worse for these cops, bringing a weak case or failing to make an arrest on someone getting murdered in their own home? I think... You are resolute, you are not telling them shit, right? Even about what you do know.
Our character, I don't think Casey has a way of telling them anything without saying the other stuff. Like, she'll tell them about that day and stuff, but, like,
I mean, she could give them a name.
Yeah, but
right.
No, she's
That's
not gonna
really
emotionally, whereas Casey...
She's not gonna give them a name. No,
yeah, okay.
She's not. She's not.
Okay.
They don't have anything on her. She's not gonna give them a name.
Okay. Then... Yeah, I think your lawyer breaks you out of this situation. Because, yes, it's a weak case, it's a real lawyer, and you are, in fact, just as you promised, out of here pretty quickly. And your family is immediately, like, your parents are extremely doting and affectionate on you, like, I am so sorry this happened. Oh dear.
I think Casey starts crying, but not... She has never felt this affection this way, because the affection her parents gave to their son is very different to the affection they gave to her daughter.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
like hugging them and crying, but like happy crying.
Your dad's absolutely, hey, his daughter was in trouble, and he's, like you said, very different energy, even if it's the same, you'd have the same affection, but different energy. And I think they give you permission to stay home from school for the rest of the day. You've missed half the day already anyway, and you've had a harrowing experience.
I actually, if it's okay, would like to go to school. I want some normalcy.
Oh, dear, are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, you've had such a rough day.
Yeah, they came at me in my room. I think I just want to be in school right now.
Well, if that's what you want, then that is what you're getting. And your dad pulls out of the parking lot and takes you to school. I think, you slip into class. I forget what your afternoon classes are like, but we can say that you meet up with somebody there.
Yeah. I'll probably meet up with Jordan at some point.
Yeah, I'm assuming you meet up with the party before we get Jordan involved, but... I guess that's up to you.
I guess that's up to the party. Is the party gonna stay in the parking lot the whole time, or are they going to school?
Well, that's true. So we were simultaneously waiting A for classes to end and B for Haley to stop being a snake. So
I think it would be funny if we see if we see Casey's car go by us as we're discussing this.
How are we getting her out of there as she drives off?
Bob doesn't say a word. They just back up the van and just follow Casey's car.
Then, Casey, I think your parents, get to the school parking lot, drop you off, drive out, and then the wild cherry pulls up immediately behind them.
Hey.
Why aren't y'all at school?
Casey, I pick you up every morning. We figured out what was up pretty quickly.
I mean, I figure that, but I figure y'all would just wait for me to come here.
Has Casey's dad already left?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Saley is just out in snake form now, just chilling on Maurice's shoulder.
Look, we couldn't be sure there wasn't some Eidolon horseshit happening. We didn't want to we didn't want to jump in because obviously we don't want to start a fight with the cops we don't want to have. But if stuff was hitting the fan, we wanted to be able to move in.
It's fine. It's just cops being cops. They didn't have anything to hold me. My parents got a lawyer, and at least for now, I'm good.
They're probably not going to let this go, are they, though?
I mean, maybe, but once again, they have nothing on me since I didn't do this.
Are you good?
So... Yeah,
okay.
I'm good. I mean...
Hold on. Casey, number one question. Mm-hmm. I know that cop who was in the room with you had an Eidolon, because that's the guy who pulled me over. Haley went in and spied on you. Do you know what his deal is?
Yep, he showed it to me.
And he didn't die?
No, because he was like, when people lie near me, this dog made out of water shows up. That's weird.
Okay, so he can tell when people are lying.
Yeah, so I think that's also why he didn't push too hard, because I told him I didn't do it, and the dog didn't show up.
Yeah,
Did you tell him anything else?
He asked me if I knew who did it, and I said no, and the dog showed up, and then I said, I do know, but I'm not going to tell you, that's your job.
So he knows you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
There was no way for her to not give him that information.
He also asked if it was y'all, and I said no, so he knows it's not all of you. And he asked if it was a friend of mine, and I said no, so I think we're good.
That's good, but if he knows you know, then he's gonna be even more.
They have nothing on me, Maurice. This is not Eidolon stuff. This is shitty cop stuff.
Here's the thing, the shitty cop has an Eidolon. He's gonna... We need to be aware. He might try and pull something after midnight.
It seems like all he could pull is ask us questions. And if he does it after midnight, that would be bad for him. So, just like, if you talk to him, make sure you don't lie.
I don't know why you're so confident. I can't believe you're so confident this. You're their only case, and they know you're their only lead.
She brushes, kind of like brushes imaginary dust off her dress. She has a cute pink and black dress. And she goes, I'm very confident because I'm happy with my life. I have my friends, and I love you all. I can't wait to kiss Jordan and maybe give him a heart attack doing that, so I need to be careful. But I want to go and hug him and kiss him. This is okay. I keep saying, all this year I've said, ever since summer, that we need to be careful and keep our heads above water. This is not end of the world Eidolon stuff. This is bad cops and they lost.
Hey, real quick question. It's out of character question.
Yeah.
So Jordan's whole thing rewrote reality so that Casey hasn't had to deal with...
What's a sign female.
Yeah. So would the rest of us find Casey's new just general happiness with life jarring or unusual?
I mean,
would
Fabby,
we still
wrong,
remember
but...
an entire history of Casey being kind of angry all the time? Or has that been changed?
It depends how it works, right?
Right.
If it works it's just the same but slightly different, then yeah, you would know her being angry. But if it's no, everything butterfly effects, everything changes.
Yeah,
then,
I don't think it butterfly affected it. It changed the bare minimum that it needed to change to make what you wrote true.
Then she's usually you know her angry and upset and she's happy now.
Okay, so I just wanted to know whether or not this would flag to Bob as Casey being weird right now.
She's also extra because she's basically high, not an extra, but
right.
Imagine if the thing you dreamed about became real, and it's just and you don't know how or why, and she's a little bit disassociating, kind of in a manic state, but she doesn't want to think. No bummers. Now she's no bummers. No bummers. Only
no
good
bummers.
things.
There's an ongoing bummer and a future bummer coming.
No bummer. It's fine.
So you're just gonna die next year because, as an old woman, she's loved the McElroys.
I think Haley is going to respond by saying, "Wow, Jordan must be pretty amazing."
Yeah.
Hey, I know you said this is an Eidolon shit,
with her hands. Ilias.
Is there a way we can maybe solve this with Eidolon shit?
No, I'm gonna go to class. She turns around and starts walking.
Maurice turns to the rest of the Mystery Solvers Club. Is there a way we can solve this with Eidolon shit?
I mean, what do you want to solve?
Please don't make things worse.
Okay.
I mean, I guess
Maurice, when you say solve this, what do you mean by solve?
Make it so neither get arrested? Neither our good friends get arrested?
She comes back and goes I'm not arrested. No one's arrested right now.
Yeah,
we're good. We're home free.
Yeah, she's fine now. She didn't give up anyone.
No.
So
also,
Casey already took care
Natalie,
of it,
right?
Well,
what?
We were going to if things went badly, but
do not listen. I respect that you're, I guess, dating her?
Yeah.
But, no, I don't... We know you're dead, and I don't think she would do that, but I don't know, maybe she would say confess, or however that works, or like, you did it, or whatever, and like, no, don't, the less she knows,
but what, okay, wait,
Well,
you're gonna go to trial, right? And they're gonna say if you're guilty or not guilty, right?
Well, she would just say not guilty because she's not.
Yeah, and I don't even think this will get to trial.
Okay, so we just need a really convincing person to convince the jury that you are not guilty. Got it.
No, she like grabs you by the head. Maurice, you need to drop this. This is a me thing. I'm asking you to drop this.
We just need a really convincing person to convince that you didn't do it, like some kind of lawyer or something.
Look.
Throw another party. Go kiss your girlfriend. Stop. No, there's nothing to be done here.
I don't want you to spin the
Yeah.
Find another mystery. This one is not a mystery. She's like angry. I think she's like getting angry.
Oh, if we're gonna get angry, let's go. Let's go all the way.
This. Okay.
How bad? Oh, how bad? How evil do I want to be?
100%. Go for it.
Sealed room.
Whoa!
What do you want from me?
I want you to take this seriously.
I am!
No, you're saying it's not a problem. It is a problem. You being safe and being able to live out the year is a problem.
Adults handled it. Lawyers handled it. My parents handled it. This is not an evil person who's gonna slash me in the chest with shadow magic.
Do you still have a dog bite on your shoulder?
Yes.
I flip the dirt off your other shoulder that's been bit by a dog.
And it was fine. I evaporated it. A water dog is not like the biggest concern I have.
Wait, the dog was made of water?
Yeah, the dog was made of water, so...
No, we're not leaving this until you admit you're gonna, fight this.
But there's nothing to fight, Maurice.
She is fighting this. Her family hired a lawyer.
I am. I think you want me...
Not everything needs to be done with Eidolons.
Yeah.
Maurice, this is a really bad idea. You're just making this the whole thing in the middle of the parking lot here. We should probably not be here.
It's my fault. I was supposed to investigate this while we were all having fun, and I did the party instead. I did the disco thing instead.
We couldn't have stopped this, Maurice.
She slaps you. Stop making everything about you. I'm asking you to let this go. That everything is being taken care of, and I'm happy. We can work on other mysteries, but this is done. This has nothing to do with you. You do not control me. You do not own me. I'm not your little sister. I'm your friend, and I care about you.
I care about you too.
But I have my own fucking will, my own choices. If you're not gonna listen to me, then you're no better than the cops.
I think that fucking hits Maurice, and he's like, you know what? If that's the deal, then yes, I won't. Nothing else.
Good.
He hits the wild cherry angrily.
Anyway, worst comes to worst, I can always bust out of prison and live on the lam. So I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, I think she looks at her watch. I think Jordan has a free period, so I will catch you all later.
I think you're making a mistake.
It's my mistake to make.
Yeah, Casey, you walk off to find Jordan. I think he is sitting in the library with his head down on a table.
I think she slides in next to him and goes, "Studying all by yourself, handsome?"
I think he sort of tenses up as soon as you start talking, and he kind of picks his head up slowly. It's not really the way you're used to him behaving. He looks at you, he's got pretty heavy bags under his eyes, and he smiles when he sees you. He goes, Oh, hey, Casey. Hi.
Jordan, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just tired. Look at you. You look great.
Yeah, and don't get this the wrong way. I really like you, but you look like shit.
Yeah, like I said, I think I just need to get some more sleep tonight. It's
Wait, does this have to do with? And she points to her nail polish and all of this.
You don't worry about it. It's fine.
Hey, no. I just had a fight with one of my friends who wasn't listening to me and wasn't letting me have my own choice. I'm asking you, please. I worry about you. I've never been happier, and I want to share it with you. I wanted to see you the moment I could.
Gosh, I mean, if you're happy, I'm happy.
She, hugs him and starts crying quietly.
Oh, sorry, did I say something wrong?
No, you're fine. You're too good for me.
That's not true.
No, it is. Okay, but no more of this, okay? This was a one-time thing. Whatever this is, I don't want to tell you don't do the thing, because that's kind of hypocritical based on the conversations I've had today, but please, don't put me, I care about you, okay? I want to be able to, she yells a little bit. I'm sure she hears shh in the library, and then she just looks at him and goes, "Can I kiss you? I really need to kiss you."
Yeah, okay.
She kisses him and tries to communicate the love and frustration and everything in the kiss, as kisses do.
Casey, you trying to think of how best to describe this. You're really going for it here. So I think at first you maybe just assume that you are
I've shocked him.
You shocked him, or you're just going in a little more aggressively than he was ready for, or whatever. But after a moment or two, you start to get the impression that it's just your energy is not being matched here. Sorry
about that.
No. I was nice. I'm just tired. That's all. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Do you wanna get out of here? Do you have any tests or anything you need to turn in today?
I have class. I probably shouldn't just skip class.
You're such a good boy. We could skip class and go. You're very tired. You're probably not gonna learn anything. We could go to that 3 we like and just take a nap there. And I think you need some rest.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's true. I'm kind of having a hard time focusing today. Okay, yeah. Let me. He sort of puts his hands on the table, and it seems like it is taking him great effort to stand up. And then he takes a step and falls over onto the ground. And
can I catch him?
Sure, I'll let you catch him.
Yeah.
But his books kind of go all scattering all over the floor.
On second thought, I'm taking you to the nurses.
That's fine. I don't.
You can barely walk.
Okay.
Come on, I'll carry you.
Okay, but wait, no. Listen, it's not like it's something they're going to be able to help with anyway.
Yeah, but they might have a bed for you to lay down.
Okay, just can you get my books?
Yeah. Yeah, give me a second. She gathers them, carries them in one hand.
As you're collecting his books, I think one of them landed with its, like... It sort of fell open as it hit the ground. It is a, like, moleskin journal, which he showed you during midnight, so you don't remember this.
Yeah.
But as you look at it, you do see the page it's open to says, let me see here, where do I want to jump into this from? I restrain myself from the harshest judgments I might levy against individuals in such circumstances, since they are, after all, mere children, but they left me unimpressed to say the least. Mr. Maurice Bailey requested I offer them a chance to prove themselves, that with the assistance of Miss Haley Holst, they would perform deductive feats that even I would have to acknowledge as exemplary.
She, like, puts them all together and starts walking him out of the library.
All right.
And they're not going to the nurse's office.
Where are they going?
they're going probably outside the school.
Okay.
And I think as they have left the school, she says, "So Sherlock Holmes was one of yours, huh?" Just tell me. I just want to understand why you would do this. And she points at herself. And also, he's the reason I was arrested this morning, by the way, for murder, because he sent them a letter.
I didn't. I don't. Oh, I can explain, but I don't think I can explain that part right now.
Okay, you can just tell me. Did you tell? Yes or no? Did you tell him to do that?
No.
Can you control him?
I don't know if I can answer that or not.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
She's still holding him, but puts her head against his. Like, I just want to know why. I want to understand. And I know there's this barrier of language.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I can...
Were you just writing your stories and you wrote Sherlock meets the Mystery Club, these kids I know?
I can't explain anything right now.
And you won't be able to explain things at midnight either.
I mean, I can.
But I won't be able to understand or remember.
What if you did the
thing?
The nail polish thing? You could
Blue, I'm angry with my boyfriend. Black, I'm happy with my boyfriend.
Those wouldn't be the colors I'd think to use, but yeah, something like that, yeah.
She, like, thinks about her friends and whether she should tell them this. And then she takes a deep breath. Let's just get you some rest, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. Just, you said you were gonna tell me later, and I'll hear you out, okay?
Okay. What's everyone else doing during this?
I got a thing.
Okay.
Flashback to chess club. Knight F7. I fucking hate Knight F7. It means, okay, well, I gotta choose between the queen or the rook, and I don't want to lose either piece. So, what do? It's just like over and over again, he keeps running into this problem. He's trying to do this problem via chess club metaphors.
Right, I'm imagining this flashback, Mr. Cutter's like, there's nothing you can do at this point. You've already blown your opportunity. The trick is to not let it happen in the first place.
There's gotta be a way. Okay, no, I'm not losing either piece. And then he has another flashback of his mom being like, listen, sometimes you're just not gonna have all your pieces. Part of the game is losing your pieces.
Yeah. But yeah, how are the rest of you spending the afternoon here?
So I think after Casey leaves, Bob's just going to kind of turn to Haley and be like, well, okay, you still don't really have the option of going to class.
No.
Is there somewhere you want me to take you while you're a snake?
I guess I can hang out in the field. You all can go to school if you'd like.
No, I'm not leaving you hanging.
Do you still love me if I was a snake?
Actually, you know what? This might actually be... Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but are you up for another recon mission?
Sure.
So, we already know you can talk to dog.
Yeah, I can.
What if you could talk to other animals?
I could certainly give it a shot.
Talk to bird.
Like, if Eidolon is some just magical, like, stuff that's just sort of inherent to the area, and I know that Dictionary Tim taught the crows some stuff, like, maybe some other animals around here know some stuff.
Did you have anything in mind?
Well, I mean, we know a lot of weird shit keeps happening in the woods. Let's just
I guess that's true.
Let's just go to the woods and, I don't know, see if you can get any hot gossip.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Maurice, are you wanting to come for this, or are you still having a moment?
I can come for this. I don't know if this is too much, but I want to imagine after the sealed room thing, like a little golden things wrapped Maurice's hands behind his back and sewed his mouth shut. He's like, I'm not gonna intervene. And
God, what a drama queen! I love him.
It's like, oh well, this
Maurice?
isn't intervening, so I can go hang out in the field, I guess.
I mean, it's okay. You can
This motherfucker.
you can self-flagellate there instead. It's fine.
Thanks.
And yeah, I guess we
All
go
right,
to the woods. Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Let me think of the best way to do this. I guess Haley, give me an investigate, and we'll say you're getting help here so you can...
Sure.
Yeah.
My genius is 2.
That gets you the chariot and the devil.
Okay, so the chariot is neutral and the devil is negative.
That's true.
Okay. I think Haley is going to sort of ask these questions with a bent toward, like, finding information about night fever.
Okay.
Like,
Like maybe the fauna would remember stuff that the humans wouldn't.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, like, is there anyone around here that, like, you've recognized but the humans seem to not have? So I guess that would be, yeah, because night fever did at one point activate over the woods as well.
Yeah.
So let's do, who's in control using chariot?
Chariot. Okay, let me ask you this, Haley. What animal are you or animals are you approaching to interview here?
Well, I'm a snake, so there are some animals that I wouldn't necessarily want to approach.
Sure, a secretary bird.
Yeah,
They definitely have those in Kentucky.
Oh, but then we're gonna miss the bird's Eidolon temporary secretary.
Oh God. Oh. I think I'll approach a deer for that.
Okay, let me... now I gotta think of what a deer sounds like.
Good luck.
Right? Yeah.
Ray Romano from that one animated movie.
Okay, I can aim for a Ray Romano impression, but I'm not guaranteeing the quality of it. Let me see if I can't dial one in here.
That's
Hold
all
on.
we could truly ask for.
Deborah! Okay, I think I got it.
Oh God.
I got as good as it's getting, at least.
You did make a podcast about Everybody Loves Raymond, so you
That's
should be
right,
an
I did. I can't risk stopping this voice because I won't get it back.
Alright, deer, who's in control here?
Whoa. Hello, snake.
Hi. I was just wondering, there's a
You're like a
huge...
talking little guy. Huh.
Yeah, I am. It's nice to meet you. I was just wanted to ask you a question about stuff that's been happening around here. You've probably seen some strange things going on, I bet.
Strange things, you know? I guess. I don't know.
I mean, for example, there's a lot of humans around, sometimes doing weird stuff in the woods that they don't usually do. Has there ever been anyone you've noticed who, like, you can remember and, like, other animals can remember, but the other humans don't seem to notice?
Well, golly, that's a complicated question. You're really asking me to do some intense psychological analysis on human beings on that one, friend.
Which, you play the chariot on this, okay.
I mean, yeah, people do come out here sometimes. I mostly just run away when that happens. One time, my buddy Buck, he killed a guy.
Oh, yeah, about that.
Small pause. Maurice turns to Bob.
Do you know if I could speak to Buck?
Yeah, here, one sec. Hey, Buck!
There's, I think, Mike, not Mike, Bob and, Maurice just, suddenly the deer just starts braying loudly in a way you don't expect a deer to do. It's alarming.
Minutes before this,
I think we're trying to keep our distance so that, like, we don't startle the wildlife.
Also,
but,
a little bit before this, Maurice is like, "You got a joint? I need to chill out." He's just high enough
Maurice,
to be freaked out by
sure?
this deer attacking. Yeah, no, I'm trying to be.
You usually decline. You usually, like, you stay out of this sort of thing.
I do, but you know what? There's just a lot of murders happening, and after the thing today at school, maybe I should just be more chill. I'm trying to be more chill.
Okay, just be real careful. I feel like your parents could smell it on you if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna have to definitely wash it before. I can like use your clothes at your washer and dryer before, and yeah, no, it'll work.
We probably don't need to go that far, but yeah, here you go.
You do that, and another deer comes running up and goes,
What?
Hi, are you Buck? My name's Haley.
Oh. Okay, hello.
Hi, your cousin told me that, you at one point, killed a man here?
Oh, yeah. Was running along. I just kind of booped him with my antlers. Wasn't really thinking about it.
Do you happen to remember if, there were any other human beings around at that time?
Yeah, there was another guy with him. He didn't seem too bothered about it.
And was there anyone besides him?
Not that I remember.
Have you ever seen anyone besides those two people come into the woods frequently?
Define frequently.
More than once every full moon?
Boy, I'm not a big lunar cycle guy, I gotta admit, but,
Oh, I thought that would be the easiest way for you to count. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. I think some deers do that. I'm just, I'm more a go with the flow sort of fella. I'm mostly interested in leaves and twigs and what have you. I definitely see people coming and going all the time out here. Usually I just try to steer clear, but I don't know. I guess I just had a wild hair up me that night.
Okay, I feel
I
like
bled a lot all over me.
I feel like this isn't going anywhere.
Well,
you are having a conversation with a murder weapon, so that's pretty cool.
Out of character, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I can circle this. I want to give you a little more than what I'm giving you here, but I'm trying to think of how I can give that to you through the medium of animals. And what attention they would pay here. Let me think for a second here. If you're unamused by this.
Blowing out some smoke.
This is great. We could keep having you do fucking, like bassy Kermit voice, for the rest of the evening.
Right. Yeah, my incredible Ray Romano impression, you mean.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a mistake going with deers? Like, maybe deers are like, they hop around a lot, not very focused. Like, maybe there's fastidious animal.
I'm just trying to think of how any animal out here is going to pay close enough attention to really build a theory of whether, those guys seem like they lost their memory.
Yeah, Maurice is just saying that out loud. He's just he's
just
high thinking about like animals. He's like, would a crow be better, or maybe a bug?
No, I'll tell you how you can figure this out, Haley. Ask them whether they have lost time they can't account for.
Have you ever, like in the middle of the night, just suddenly lost time that you can't account for? Like, at one point you were doing something, and then suddenly, like, the moon was much lower in the sky than you thought it should be. Did you ever notice time skipping like that?
Well, heck, I've already established I'm not really much of a lunar cycle guy. What about you, Bick? Yeah, no, I look at the moon. I pay attention to what fucking time it is, idiot. No, I've never noticed that happening before. You ever noticed that, Snake?
Yeah, I have. It seems to happen pretty much every... Well, I would use the term midnight, but it would be around when the moon is in the middle of the sky.
Yeah, no, I can't say I've ever noticed the moon jumping around. It just kind of does that smooth glide over us.
Okay. So I guess that means it only applies to human beings.
Well, if you've noticed it, it must also apply to snakes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, snakes too. I guess snakes are a little closer in nature to humans.
I have no reason to doubt that. As a snake, I assume you know more about snakes than me.
And I guess I have one more question.
You have one more question with the devil.
Yeah, oh gosh. What the heck am I gonna ask? I want to go with what poses the biggest threat, but I don't know if that would get me anything here.
Well, when you're getting a negative card, you're not getting anything no matter what.
That's true.
It's going bad for you no matter what question you ask here.
Yeah, I guess what poses the biggest threat?
What poses the biggest threat here? Okay.
So I guess I would flavor it like, how would I flavor this actually, as a question to a deer?
Are there any humans you've run into that you would consider especially dangerous?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna ask me.
Oh, sorry. Have you? Look, there are some humans out there who don't have our best interests at heart. Have you ever run into any who seem especially dangerous, who you try to avoid?
Oh, well, heck, yeah, I guess there's a lot of different humans I generally try to steer clear of. Let me think of some specific examples to give you, which I will enumerate now. Anyway, I guess that is all of them right there, all, 15 or 20 or so of them. I'm gonna go now eat some leaves. Bye, Snake.
Oh no.
Do we notice the moon?
It happened again.
Yeah, it is not midnight, to be clear. Still afternoon.
That means how...
Hey, Maurice, did it just look like Haley was really intently listening to that deer for a while, and then suddenly she looks really confused?
I can't read a snake emotion.
Night fever activated.
Oh.
I'm going to use... Oh, is it too late to do that?
What do you want to do?
I want to use Bloodhound.
Ooh.
Okay.
To draw an
What
extra...
is Bloodhound?
Since I have the perceptive animal quality, I want to draw an extra card when investigating using any animal senses you have that are sharper than a human's.
Ooh.
Okay, then yeah, I can allow that. I can give you one more card if you're trying to sniff out a question with your tongue. That's going to be Temperance. What's your question?
My question is, what's hidden here? Specifically, snakes are good at sensing heat and vibration. Are there any, particularly large vibrations that might belong to another human being? Or any heat that I can pick up on nearby?
So Temperance is Haley's dissonant.
Oh God, you're right.
A lot of dissonance showing up today. They're not fucking around.
Yeah. Phantom fight. Well,
luckily that's not a push, so no phantom fight there, but you do get XP. That's good.
Yeah. Presumably 2
right,
for the 2 negative cards.
Yeah. You were at 9 XP, now you're at 11. So in that case, you're saying what's hidden here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
That's
get the curse
answer
cat.
I sure do.
Oh, true. Curse cat does show up. Then here's what I think. You detect the presence of a human being somewhere nearby, Haley.
There's someone else in the woods with us.
And now you are in a different part of the woods, and you no longer sense that presence.
Oh God, they're good.
What does that all look like from mine and Maurice's perspective?
Same exact thing. You seem to have followed Haley and have ended up somewhere else, but no one else is here.
Whoa.
And then you suddenly feel the purring of the black cat as it sort of strolls in from behind a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't sense them anymore, but that doesn't mean that they're not still here.
Is Night Fever the cat?
No, the cat has something to do with me. It seems that when the stars are aligning for me, a white cat comes to help me. And when they're not in my favor, the black cat appears.
The cat flops onto its back and reaches out with its forepaws and kind of grabs you and pulls it into itself and starts kicking at you. It's not extending its claws, but it's not pleasant.
Oh, not as gentle as the white cat is.
Shh.
It jumps up and hisses at you, Maurice.
Don't eat Haley. Get.
Okay, well, I don't think Night Fever is going to directly attack us, at least. If they wanted to, they already would have. It does kind of seem like they primarily want to remain non-confrontational.
Did you say anything to activate it, or are they just using it directed at us now?
They're directing it, I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
A similar thing happened when Bob and I were investigating the possible users of Night Fever in the library. The librarian had the phone out, was talking to someone, because she noticed us looking through the yearbook. And right when I tried to, go through the yearbook to look at, who might be in that correct age range to be using Night Fever, it activated for us, and we lost that chunk of time. But we were the only ones who did.
If we just lost a chunk of time to someone being here in the woods, they're following us around.
Yeah, they are.
My friends, that is some excellent deductive work, but I do have a more pressing issue that I need to discuss with you post-haste.
Hey, Holmes.
Well, this is interesting. You're looking for our help?
Yes, trust me, the feeling is mutual, as in I don't want to be here any more than you want me here, but I have no one else to turn to at this moment. I'm worried I'm imminently doomed.
It's amazing that I'm the least snake in this room right now.
Got him.
Drag him.
What do you want, Sherlock?
Well, hold on. What I want at this point is to dissect that insult, because even if I am more of a snake than you, as I take your meaning to be, you're also sort of putting down your friends?
Sure, I'm gonna say
I think it'd be pretty cool to be a snake, honestly. I mean,
you did sort of call them both snakes in a derogatory sense. But it doesn't matter.
Just get to the part where you beg us to help you save your life or whatever.
Hey, you set us up our friend, so any deal we make with you has to, fix that as well. Just by the way, didn't forget that.
Well, from what I've gathered, it seems that situation's largely fixed itself.
I'll fix yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking for. Good, I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Tell us what you want.
Well, all right. Look, it's like this. I believe that I'm going to be murdered at the stroke of midnight, and I would like you to stop it.